welcome to ABC Interactive English, everyone. Hello, I'm Mike.
I'm Kiki.
And today we are back with our third and final day with VR social platforms are the place to be. They are the place to be. I think it might be safe to say they will be the place to be in the future. I think this will become more common, more popular. More people will be doing it, but it's always nice to learn about these things now. So, if you were gonna have access, if suddenly you had all the equipment you needed, the headset and the computer and everything else, to hang out in a VR social platform, can you think of someone you would want to hang out with, where you would want to hang out, and what you would want to do with that person? Think of someone who lives far away, maybe, or someone you haven't seen in a long time. Or maybe think of something you can't really do in the real world.
Well, I know I definitely want to hang out with some dinosaurs.
Okay, that would be a good choice.
Because we don't get to see dinosaurs in modern day.
No, I haven't seen any recently.
No?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I would like to hang out with my friends that aren't, they live in other countries.
Sure.
You know, and especially a lot of them are in different countries. So we would get together and go explore.
That would be great.
Yeah.
And you could go to a new country every time you hang out. You wouldn't have to just pick one. I think I might spend some time. I have a friend in Canada. He's a very good drummer. I've never learned to play the drums, so I think that might be a fun thing to do. And of course, if I did it in the VR world, my neighbors wouldn't have to hear the drums. I could just play VR drums. And my sister loves to go scuba diving. But of course, she lives in Canada. I live here. We can't meet in Hawaii all the time. So I think virtual scuba diving, maybe even on an alien planet with like weird fish, that would be easy to do, right? I mean, kind of hard to imagine, but from what we know, quite easy to do. So maybe those would be some fun things. All right, well, let's get into our dialogue and find out what our character named Kiki and another character named Ivan are going to be doing. Is this you in the virtual world?
It's not me in the...
Oh, too bad.
At least I don't think so.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is you. You just look different because you have a new virtual avatar. But anyway, they're going to be having a good time with virtual reality. So let's check out the dialogue. Kiki is catching up with Ivan in a virtual world.
Hey, Ivan. Long time no see.
Hey, Kiki. Yeah, too long. What is this world that we're in?
It's my favorite hangout. It's based on a popular cartoon, and it has many cool scenes.
All right, so yes, VR social platforms are the place to be, part 3. What's going on in our dialogue as we begin? It says, Kiki is catching up with Ivan in a virtual world. Remember, we learned the phrase catching up with someone. That means sort of getting the latest news and information on another person's life. In this case, if you meet, hey, I haven't seen you in 2 months. What's new? I'm catching up with my friend. So let's see what happens when they catch up with each other in the virtual world.
Okay, so Kiki says, Hey, Ivan, long time no see.
Oh.
Okay, so they haven't seen each other in a while, so they must be catching up.
There you go. Long time no see. What's happening? What's new? What's the story? Ivan says, Hey, Kiki. He's happy to see her too. Yeah, too long. He says, long time no see, she said. He says, yeah, too long. So that's just sort of a quick way of answering that or responding to the I haven't seen you in a long time that Kiki said, and he's saying, yeah, It's been too long, like I've missed you. We should have done this a few weeks ago or before. And then he says, what is this world that we're in? Oh, so they already know they're in a VR world. This isn't just meeting on the street or in a store or at school or something. They're already in their virtual space. So he's looking around. What is this world that we're in? That's a sentence I've never said to my friends when we're hanging out. So already it's a different kind of hangout.
That's true. And Kiki says, it's my favorite hangout. It's based on a popular cartoon, and it has many cool scenes.
Wow.
Okay, so they've come to this virtual space that is based on or that is inspired by a popular cartoon. And I'm guessing that this hangout, this space, it has many different areas or different places that you can walk through because she says it has many cool scenes.
Interesting. So imagine you can take your favorite movie and hang out in the different scenes or different places in that movie. So they might have been in a restaurant or on a street scene or in a spaceship or whatever. And these would be different kinds of hangouts. Now, when we see this word hangout as one word with hang out together, that is a noun form of a place to hang out. All right. When you say I am hanging out with my friends, that would be two words, hang out with my friends in our favorite hangout, our favorite place to spend time together. So at home, your favorite hangout might be your bedroom or the room with the TV and the video games or something like that. If you have a favorite place that you go outside, maybe after school, there's a certain coffee shop your friends meet in after school, that is your favorite hangout, a place to spend time with your friends. And this one is very popular.
Okay, so usually hangouts can be popular and lots of young people or lots of people would like to go there because it's popular.
So cool.
So when something is popular, it's describing a place or a thing that is well known and well liked by a lot of people. So if you want to make something popular, you want to get a lot of people to know this thing or this place, a lot of people will talk about it. So something that's popular, it means a lot of people will know about it.
That's right. Popular movies, of course, will make lots of money. Popular actors have lots of fans. And popular places will probably be quite busy. But if you wait a few months, another place will be popular, and then you can go back. And we also had this word cartoon. I'm sure many of you guys know what a cartoon is. That is an animated film or picture. You're taking drawings either made by hand or made with a computer, and they put all of those drawings together, show them very quickly, and it looks like the drawings are coming to life. So when we think of Mickey Mouse, when we think of Doraemon, when we think of Pixar films like Toy Story and stuff like that, those are all cartoons. They're made in different ways at different times with different styles, but the point is it's not real people you're seeing on film. You're seeing drawings that have come to life as a cartoon or an animated picture, or if it's from Japan, anime. All right, we also had the word scene.
Yes, a scene is basically a setting or a place of a movie, or even if you think about when you're reading a book and the author is describing the scene, you've got words that remind you of a place, and it will be things that inspire a situation. For example, if you think about a Christmas scene, you'll think about an image of a Christmas tree, snow, and maybe a snowman. So it's a setting where you will be reminded of a place.
Yeah, and a TV show or a movie or a play will be made up of many different scenes usually. They'll go from one place to another. I think the first Harry Potter, the first scene was in his aunt's house. Remember when Harry Potter's unhappy? Then there's a later scene at the the school and the big dining hall, and another scene in their bedroom. So these are just different places where the action of the story will be taking place. So you can pick your favorite scene from your favorite movie, and it's like you're there with your friend. Let's take a break. We'll be back with Ivan and Kiki.
It's fantastic. I can see you spending lots of time in here.
I do, but I also enjoy jumping between worlds. Where do you like to hang out?
It was a world with basketball courts. However, now I'm training to be a cowboy.
Wait, can you even ride a horse?
I can in the virtual world.
Welcome back. Before the break, we learned that Kiki, not me.
Not you.
Another Kiki.
Virtual Kiki.
Virtual Kiki.
Right.
And her friend Ivan, they're hanging out.
Okay.
But not in real life.
Oh.
They're hanging out in a virtual world, in a virtual hangout. And this hangout is inspired by a popular cartoon.
Right, one of Kiki's favorite cartoons, and there's lots of different scenes to choose from, so you'll never really get bored. I mean, if you like Star Wars, you could pick any Star Wars film or TV show and probably find a virtual reality scene or set or world that you can hang out with. That would be pretty cool. Anyways, Ivan, he's kind of new maybe to virtual reality or just to the place that Kiki likes to hang out. So he's looking around at this wonderful world from this cool cartoon, and he says, it's fantastic. Fantastic, wonderful, awesome, incredible. He's quite impressed, and I think he likes it a lot. And then he's thinking about Kiki and the kind of person that she is. He says, I can see you spending lots of time in here. So this is a world that she has a certain special love of, I think it's safe to say. She really likes the cartoon because of the world. So if she can actually feel like she's in that world, she is a happy Kiki.
Happy Kiki. So Ivan really knows that.
Yeah, he knows her and he knows what she likes.
Yeah, so she says, I do. So she really does spend a lot of time in this virtual world or this virtual hangout. But, she says, I also enjoy jumping between worlds. So, jumping between worlds, she gets to travel and visit different places in the virtual world. So, she doesn't just hang out in one place, not just this popular world. There might be other places she likes to visit or hang out.
That's so cool. And no plane tickets, no passports, no traveling. She can be standing in front of Mount Fuji 1 minute and click. Now she's in Sydney, standing on the bridge, looking at the Opera House in Australia. Pretty cool.
Okay, so Kiki asks,
oh yeah,
where do you like to hang out?
Right. So Kiki loves this kind of fantastic, imaginative cartoon world. What about Ivan? Well, he's a little bit more of a day-to-day guy. He says it was a world with basketball courts.
Oh.
So he likes basketball. He loves to play virtual basketball, I guess, with his friends. I mean, it could be a normal basketball court like you find in a playground. It could be, I don't know, Madison Square Gardens where the New York Knicks play. Or he could be playing basketball on Mars or on the moon or under the water. It doesn't matter. It kind of really is up to him. So he loves the basketball courts and that kind of world. However, he says, now I'm training to be a cowboy. Okay, that's quite different.
That is very different.
That is very different. So one time he's shooting hoops with his friends. Another time he's rustling broncos with his cowboy buddies. But both interesting things to do, I would say. So a basketball court, that is just the place where you play basketball. You could have a basketball court, as I said, in a park, or you can have a basketball court in a huge stadium with thousands of people watching. It doesn't matter the size of the place because we're talking about just the place you play. Basketball courts are always the same size, this long and this wide. They will have hoops at either end. They'll have a three-point line painted on the ground and all the other stuff you see. What's around you doesn't matter. The basketball court is where the action will happen.
But he is training to be a cowboy now.
Okay, hop along, little doggy.
So a cowboy is basically a person that works on a ranch. They might be wranglers. They have to try to get horses to travel together. And usually when you think about a cowboy, you'll think of a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
And some cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah.
And basically someone that's really good at riding horses.
Also in the movies, cowboys had guns and they were always having adventures and fights, but that's the movies. I think there are still real cowboys, and you're right. They basically take care of cows when they're out in the field, make sure they're all safe and healthy, and sometimes move them across huge areas when they want to get the cows from the farm to a train or a city or something. Cowboys will do that. And it said he was training to be a cowboy. Yes, this is not train like choo-choo train, not that kind of train. We're using it here as a verb, and it's to learn how to do something, to practice and to learn at the same time. So if you're doing anything that requires knowledge and skill, you will have to get better at it, and to get better, you will train. If you go to the gym, you could be training your body to run a marathon or to become better at a sport. And if you want to be good at the sport, you also have to train. You can be really strong and fast, but if you've never played basketball, you'll be a bad basketball player because you haven't trained in how to do it. We can also train to be cooks and to be teachers and to be all sorts of things by learning and doing and getting better over time.
But if you want to be a cowboy,
yes,
you have to know how to ride a horse.
Well, that's true. That would be another kind of training.
Yeah, so Kiki asks Ivan, wait, can you even ride a horse? And that is her suggesting that he doesn't know how to ride a horse in real life.
Well, a lot of people don't. Learning how to ride a horse is kind of a special thing. I don't know how to ride a horse. But he says, I can in the virtual world. So there you go. He is a virtual cowboy. Give him a real horse, he'll probably fall off. But in the virtual world, wee-haw, he's riding along. I wonder how you do that. Do you have to actually do that motion by yourself, or is there a virtual horse he can sit on?
Virtual horse.
Many, many questions, but all sorts of possibilities in the virtual world. I'm not sure I'll be doing all of my hanging out there, but I would definitely want to try it and go to a few amazing places with my friends. What about you?
I prefer to hang out with you in real life.
That's nice, but can we hang out and go for a car race?
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool. She's gonna beat me. It's gonna be terrible, but fun. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. See you soon. Bye-bye. Kiki is catching up with Ivan in a virtual world.
Hey, Ivan. Long time no see.
Hey, Kiki. Yeah, too long. What is this world that we're in?
It's my favorite hangout. It's based on a popular cartoon, and it has many cool scenes.
It's fantastic. I can see you spending lots of time in here.
I do, but I also enjoy jumping between worlds. Where do you like to hang out?
It was a world with basketball courts. However, now I'm training to be a cowboy.
Wait, can you even ride a horse?
I can in the virtual world.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 popular 形容词受欢迎的。The new movie is very popular among teenagers. 这部新电影在青少年中非常受欢迎。下一个单字 cartoon 名词卡通。My brother loves watching cartoons on weekends. 我弟弟周末喜欢看卡通。下一个单字 scene 名词场景。 The final scene of the movie was very interesting. 电影的最后一个场景非常有趣。最后一个单字 cowboy 名词牛仔。The cowboy rode a horse across the field. 那个牛仔骑着马穿越田野。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 long time no see 好久不见，这是一个表达问候的常见口语用法。我们来看看这个例句。Long time no see, how have you been? 好久不见，最近怎么样啊？下一个文法 Somebody is training to be 加名词，某人正在受训成为什么？ Train 是不及物动词，指的是接受训练。我们来看看这个例句。Peter is training to be a doctor. Peter 正在受训成为一名医师。最后一个文法 Ride a horse 骑马 Ride 指的是骑乘，它的三态是 ride, rode, ridden。我们来看看这个例句 Wendy is learning how to ride a horse. Wendy 正在学习如何骑马。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Whoa! Check that out. Now that is killer.
Killer? What? Is the mannequin a killer in disguise?
No, we're not talking about actual murder. Killer here just means that it's outstanding. Like that dress on that mannequin over there is just gorgeous.
Okay, I get it. Well, that design is killer. Look at the elegant design and pattern.
Yeah, I think you should try it on.
Why not? It might make me look killer too, huh? Yeah, I think the color is really good, eh?
Hi everyone, today we're discussing the term killer.
Right, and it isn't always linked to crime. It can also be slang for something extremely attractive or impressive.
For example, in fashion, a killer dress is one that is exceptionally stylish and likely to grab attention.
And in tech, a gadget with killer features has high quality or innovative functions that set it apart from competitors.
Exactly. It's often used for complimenting people too. For instance, you can describe someone's appearance with terms like killer smile, or simply say, "You look killer today."
It's also used to praise skills. For example, if someone performs very well, you can say they gave a killer performance. And if they're good at communicating, you can call them a killer communicator.
Absolutely. It's a killer term that can be used in many different situations.
And that's all for today.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.